controlled here by the Bearcats. Here we go for the state V title. As we're underway, a pass over right side will come to Maddie Borstead up top of the key. It goes to Maya Halverson out of Peyton left side. Peyton up top of the key to Miller. Miller looks in for Quillbank. Goes right side of Borstead. Into Quillbank. Was it knocked away? It's on the baseline. It's out of bounds. And they're going to say last touch by Kindred. And that'll keep the ball at the Bearcats at 18 seconds on their shot clock. Miller looks for the lob. Now actually lobs it in right wing to Quillbank. And Macy up top of the key to Borstead. They'll look over right side, go to Miller, lobs it into Quillbank. Macy has the ball, and then it's going to be fouled before she gets a shot up. Foul coming out from the backside. Was trying to knock the ball away from her was Maddie Erickson. That'll be her first personal, first team foul against either squad. New shot clock down the foul for the Bearcats. No free throws, though. As the inbounds will come into Quillbank. Macy puts the ball on the floor, puts up a runner from 8. It's short. Rebound's going to come out to Erickson. Quickly up the floor. Come the Vikings. Across the timeline is Kyra Broughton. Broughton up top of the key. No score here. 7:20 to go first quarter. Broughton down the lane. Pass over left side up top of the key. They'll work it to Brooke Hyatt, who hit three-pointer after three-pointer for Kindred last night. But here she's guarded closely by Borstead. Hyatt now goes left side. On the wing to Odegaard. Odegaard will bring it over left side to Michaela Reineke. And Reineke will go inside and look for a shot that is blocked. Getting a hand on that is going to be Quillbank, and ended up with it will be the Bearcats. Pass over left side is going to come up down to Peyton Halverson. Halverson top of the key, right side down on the wing. It comes to Miller. Miller looks for Peyton Halverson now, trying to lob back door to Quillbank. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Hyatt. And the Vikings want to say that was actually out Quillbank's hands, but they'll say no. And Macy actually will inbound here at 15 seconds on the shot clock. Looking for Miller over right side. Now looking for anybody. Now gets it up top of the key to Borstead. Back to Quillbank. Macy shot from 12 in the lane. Good. And that's how things will open up. Scoring for the Bearcats is Macy Quillbank. Vikings with the down over right side now. As Erickson a pass up top of the key, and it's worked out to Broughton. Broughton on the wing is going to travel with the basketball. Take an extra step. Turnover to give it back to North Star. 6:23 to go here in the first. Bearcats will have it again. As the inbounds will come to Peyton Halverson. Little half-court 1-3-1 trap defense here set up by the Vikings. Miller comes up against that. Pass is going to come to Quillbank, and she's got it now. Goes over right side to Borstead. Borstead to Miller. Back to Borstead right side. And they come to Miller up top of the key. So Borstead right side looks in for Peyton Halverson cutting through the lane. Now pass back door finds Miller. Miller gets the pass. Shot at the glass. Won't go. Rebound is on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball. No, it's going to be a foul called against Steph Miller in a battle for the loose ball. Steph will pick up her first. And the Vikings will get it back here at 5:55 to go in the first quarter. 2-0 Bearcats through the opening couple of minutes. 2 minutes plus, I guess. Vikings now will dribble up, and coming up again is Michaela Reineke. 5'9" senior. She'll come top of the key. Pass over right side. It's going to come to Broughton. Broughton looks for Reineke. Now comes to Hyatt on the wing. Hyatt looks left side, and there's an open three there for Odegaard. She's one of the few Vikings that doesn't shoot threes, though. So they'll come right side to Hyatt. Here's a three. It's in the hole. A three for Hyatt and a 1-point lead for the Vikings. 1-3-1 trapping defense again here for the Vikings as Miller brings it across the timeline, gets it to Borstead. Borstead to Miller. Steph steps up. She'll try a three. That's in the hole. Steph Miller has been raining threes the whole tournament. Hits another one. 5:11 to go here in the first. It's 5-3 Bearcats. Vikings across again, and with it is going to be Reineke. Reineke passed out of the corner to Odegaard. It comes out of the wing. Pass right side to Hyatt, who had an open three for a moment. Couldn't quite get it off, though. They'll go to Erickson. Now she tries to get it to Odegaard. That pass knocked out of bounds. And knocked out it is here by Quillbank. Abby Dusher will check into the game for the first time. She is a 5'8", 7th grader. She's played a whale of a inbound now. See, we'll look in. Odegaard looks in and brings a pass over right side. That's the 7th grader. Just came into the game, Abby Dusher. And she's going to get a basket to tie it at 5. There's the Bearcats. Halverson will get a pass that's tipped. It comes to Miller. Steph Miller down top of the key. Brings it to Halverson. Halverson dribbles right side. Comes up top of the key now to Borstead. Left side to Miller. She'll try to lob it into Quillbank. And an offensive foul is going to be called inside. An illegal screen against the Bearcats.
North Star foul charge number 3.
That's going to come to Maya Halverson, her first. And that's the first turnover against North Star here tonight. Vikings to the pass now over right side with it is Erickson. They try a lob pass inside. It's going to be tipped out of bounds and tipped off the hands, actually, of Reinke. It's going to go out of bounds, go back to North Star. And having it back here will be the Bearcats. Inbounds will come to Halverson. Halverson dribbles up, the score tied at 5, 4:15 to play here in the first quarter. Pass up the floor is going to be stolen, and that's going to be taken. It comes to Ducher. Ducher in the lane is fouled by Maddie Borstedt. Borstedt's going to get her first now. 3 team fouls against the Bearcats, and to the line to shoot 2 will be Abby Ducher. Both these teams get undefeated tonight. Kindred 25-0. North Star 26-0. North Star has 1 extra game this year because Kindred doesn't have a district tournament. They just get 2 extra regular season games, being what's called a Super Region 1. And the first shot by Ducher from the line is going to hang on the rim and fall through. And that'll make it 6-5 Vikings. There are 4:11 to go here in the first quarter. Ducher's second shot is up, and that's going to roll around twice and come off. Rebound is tipped back to Ducher. And she'll kick it off to Hyatt, who will put up a 3, top of the key, and it's no good. Falls off. Rebound saved in by the Vikings. And they'll bring a pass over right side. Kindred down to the corner, and here is Erickson to the 3, and that's going to be short. Rebound comes again to the Vikings, and a foul is going to be called on Peyton Halverson. And a push against Reinke. Halverson's first personal. 14 fouls on North Star. Vikings lead about 1. They'll inbound again. And the pass comes up top of the key, and with it there, a pass to Victoria Broughton is in the game for the first time. As a pass out across the lane, it's going to be on the floor. Ducher trying to get it. It ends up being, well, no, it's going to be Miller tipping the ball to Halverson. No jump ball. Kindred will turn it over for the 3rd time. And now a foul is going to be called against Ducher coming up the floor. Blocking foul on Miller. The Vikings will continue to bring in the substitutions. Jensen Odegaard will check back into the game. Again, a lot deeper bench has been used by the Vikings in this tournament. We'll see how that goes, as a lot of these North Star players have not spent a minute on the bench this whole tourney. Or the 5 starters for sure. As Borstedt now that over right side. Looks for Quilvang. There's the lob, and it's overhead and out of bounds. 3 turnovers on North Star. Getting it back here will be the Vikings. Kindred leading by 1. As the inbounds here will come to Reinke. Reinke dribbles across the timeline. Comes over right side. Pass up top of the key. Is coming to Ducher. Ducher guarded closely here by Miller. Now brings a pass, and that is going to be taken here by Broughton. Broughton is going to drive in on Halverson. And now looks for a pass across the lane. It's thrown out of bounds. She's looking for Odegaard under the basket. Turnover to give it back to North Star. Both teams have a few turnovers now, as the Vikings will inbound up 1. And the Bearcats will inbound to Borstedt. Borstedt to Halverson. Now to Miller. 1-3-1 trapping zone here. As it pass across the timeout. It's on to Borstedt. Now to Quilvang on the right side. She's way on the perimeter. Finds Miller with it, though, but Quilvang, well, we've got a timeout before a pass actually goes inside. Something come out of the floor. I don't know if it came from off the ceiling or off the scorer's table. But it's going to be no basket there for North Star. Miller had a good look at the basket, too, and they blew the whistle. And we're going to call immediate timeout, get everything sorted out here. Bearcats will have it when we come back 1. And Peyton Halverson looking inbounds. To inbound, gets it to Miller. Miller, nice pass inside to Quilvang. Macy wide open. And she will get an easy basket. She's got 4. 7-6. A 1-point advantage now here for North Star. As Kindred will come back, and with it is Broughton up top of the key to Hyatt. Hyatt fakes the 3. Now looks and comes up left side to Odegaard. Odegaard looking in for Erickson now. Looking in for Reinke now. Pass right side to Hyatt. Hyatt will fake a 3. Dribble around Borstedt. High arcing shot over Quilvang is no good. Rebound is going to be a foul called here against the Bearcats. And it's maybe against Steph Miller. If it is, it'll be her second, and it will be number 2 here in this first quarter. Well, it's going to be the appearance now of Kelly Hushley, a 5'7" senior in the game. Miller's going to have to come off after getting that second foul. And she'll come in here for the final 2:26 of this first quarter. Vikings to inbound now, as they will inbound up top of the key, and a pass will come to Broughton, is back in the game. Left side will bring it to Victoria Broughton. And now pass inside is going to be shot inside, blocked. Put up a shot as Reinke blocked easily by Quilvane. So basically a block there will make it 7-6. Bearcats still leading. The Bearcats have the ball. And a pass up top of the key coming to Quilvane. Macy puts the ball on the floor. Is going to be fouled. Reach-in foul against the Vikings. And that's going to be coming against Abby Ducher. That's going to be her second. 3-team fouls against Kindred. So the 7th grader is going to sit down here. As Maddie Erickson will check back in now for Kindred. Bearcats inbound to that new shot clock. Inbounds comes to Halverson. Steph Miller on the bench again with 2 fouls for North Star. Pass up top of the key is going to come to Hushley. They try to work it to Quilvane, who's got it down in the corner. And now it's going to pass to Borstead, but there's a screen center by Maya Halverson who's going to be fouled. This foul is going to come up to Victoria Broughton.
Victoria Broughton, first personal, team's fourth.
And 14 fouls now against Kindred. So the Bearcats will inbound again as they look to get it into Halverson. Halverson on top of the key. 1:49 to go in the first. Bearcats leading by 1 here in the state championship. Left side of the Borstead. Borstead right side, Maya Halverson on top of the key. Hushley. Hushley right side to Maya Halverson. Maya is going to travel as she dribbles right side. Took an extra step. 4 turnovers each team now. And with it back here will be Kindred. The Vikings will come up again. Is dribbling it up will be Michaela Reinke. Reinke up top. Pass over left side is going to be worked to Kyra Broughton. Kyra trying to find Victoria Broughton, but threw the pass way behind her and out of bounds. Unforced turnover against Kindred. And getting it back here will be North Stars. 1:28 to go in the first. And the Bearcats will inbound here once again. Actually, Halverson's going to be trapped across the timeline, but a reach-in foul is going to be called against the Vikings to bail her out of it. A reach-in foul called against Tori Broughton. And they almost had the turnover there. Broughton's going to come out now. As coming back into the game is going to be Brooke Hyatt. And the Bearcats will inbound out by the timeline, and with it is going to be Peyton Halverson. Peyton pass left side to Hushley. Hushley in the corner. And gets to the Borstead inside to Maya Halverson. Maya shot up the glass is good. Maya Halverson a big basket that gives the Bearcats a 3-point lead at 9-6. Kindred down to the corner, and with it is Erickson, a 3, and it's in the hole. Maddie Erickson will make tie at 9. Under 1 to go here, 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Pressure again by the Vikings, but again a pass up to Quilvane will break that to go to Borstead. Borstead back to Peyton Halverson. Right side, Borstead. Up top of the key, Maya Halverson. Maya left side to Peyton. Looks for the lob to Quilvane. It's going to be tipped away and stolen by the Vikings. Eldergaard will come out of there with it. Long pass up. They go to Erickson, and the pass is almost knocked out of bounds. Erickson actually saves it, but saves it to the Bearcats. So turnover each way. And 25 seconds to go now in the first. Bearcats go over 1 shot as Borstead will dribble up right side. And quickly bringing it over around Kaya Broughton. Stops on the right wing. Pass down to the corner to Hushley. And left side to Maya Halverson, excuse me. Pass up top of the key is going to come to Peyton Halverson. Now a foul is called inside. That's going to be against the Vikings. It's going to be a hold.
Kindred foul charge number 20, Michaela.
And a foul is being called to Michaela Reinke, her first. 16 fouls now against the Vikings. That'll give it back. Keep the ball, actually, the Bearcats. 6.4 seconds left to go, and the Bearcats now will be the bonus for the rest of the half after the inbound. Inbound comes to Quilvane. Macy, tough shot from 10. It's going to be way short, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Vikings are going to get it back to the score tied at 9. 2.8 seconds to go here, as they'll try one last shot here on Kindred, if they can get up the floor far enough. As it inbounds, and here it is, the three-quarter court. It's going to be way short. And that'll end our first quarter. After 1 here in the State B Championship, we are tied between Kindred and North Star. The Osabach Farmers Co-op elevator score. Kindred, 5 for North Star. Steph Miller still on the bench here in the second quarter with 2 fouls here for North Star. So it is Erickson now. Erickson, nice pass to Hyatt, who had a shot underneath the basket, but decided to dribble through the lane instead. As they work it down under the basket, they work it to Odegaard, who's got a wide open shot, puts it up and in. Chance at Odegaard to make it 11-9. 2-point lead for the Vikings as Halverson now pass to Borstead in the backcourt. Long pass up to Hushley. It's going to be off her hands. She ends up with it, gets it back just in time to Halverson. Peyton down to the lane. Shot up the glass, good! And she's fouled. No, they're going to call her for charging. A charge for Peyton Halverson. That's going to be her second.
Second personal,
That's going to be the 6th turnover against North Star. So both teams are in the bonus now, too, the rest of the half. Vikings have it leading by 2. Pass on the right side is going to come to Erickson. Up top of the key, and here's a 3. That's in the hole for Kyra Broughton. That's going to make it 14-9. Kindred now leading by 5 over the Bearcats. North Star across the timeline with it is Quillbank up top of the key to Borstead. Maddie looks down inside, hounded by Hyatt way up on the perimeter. Pass down is going to be killed. Quillbank actually throws it right to one of the Vikings underneath the basket. And it's going to be a turnover. Kyra Broughton now with it. Left side to Erickson. Here's another 3, and it's just short. Rebound taken down, and it's going to be a timeout called here. Rebound comes to Huxley. 5 timeouts per quarter, per night, per quarter, right? But per night they get 4 instead of 5. Peyton Halverson to bring it back to Steph Miller is back into the game playing at 2 fouls, as is Halverson now here for the Bearcats as Borstead brings a pass to Steph Miller. 14-9 Vikings. 6:30 to play here, second quarter. Pass to Maya Halverson, left side now for the Bearcats. Looks back door, finds Quillbank. Macy's got it. Fake shoots, and a shot is up, no good. And a rebound is going to be, before a shot foul on the rebound is going to be called here against Kindred. It looked like Odegaard perhaps over the back. And actually it's going to be coming to Maddie Erickson, her second. So some foul trouble coming in now for the Vikings. Maddie Erickson will come out of the game. Ducher is also playing at 2 fouls and come back in. And Peyton Halverson to the line now to try to cut into this 14-9 Vikings lead. Bearcats have yet to score here in this quarter. As a shot by Halverson is no good. Rebound's going to come to Odegaard. Now it's a Hyatt. Vikings still lead by 5, and they have the ball. Right side down to Ducher. Ducher dribbles right to the lane. Pass over left side to Odegaard in the corner. It goes to Broughton for a 3, and that's going to be too hard. Rebound is going to be knocked out of bounds. By who? There's going to be a little question on who this is off of. They'll say it was last touch by the Vikings, and the Bearcats will get it back down 5. 6:08 to go here in the second quarter. And North Star will dribble up. As with it is going to be Miller in the backcourt. Pass up to Peyton Halverson. Halverson now pass to Miller. That's going to be tipped away, and it ends up out of bounds right in front of us here. And the Vikings will get it back on a turnover. 7 turnovers here against North Star. Inbounds will come to the Vikings. As with it is, let's see. The inbounds pass is going to come to Reinke. Reinke a pass to Hyatt. That's off her hands and stolen away by Miller. Miller long pass up to Peyton. Layup is up. It's good. Off the turnover. Peyton Halverson, the beneficiary of that. And the Vikings will have it back here as Hyatt a pass up top of the key. It comes to Ducher. Nice pass to the baseline to Odegaard. Kicks it out to Hyatt. Hyatt to Ducher. Ducher down in the corner to Broughton. Now Broughton pulls it out of the wing. Comes up top of the key. Goes right side to Hyatt. Hyatt will look and come up top to Odegaard. 13 seconds on the shot clock for Kindred. Pass to Broughton, the left corner. They're looking to get it to Hyatt. She's got it. Here's a 3. It's on the way. And it's in the hole. Hyatt will make it 17-11. Vikings by 6. As Maya Halverson almost losing the ball coming up the floor. But gets it to Peyton. Left side down to Borstead. Maddie a 3. That's going to be off the front lip of the rim. No good. Rebounds out of bounds. Oh, last touch by Kindred. And it's going to be 4:57 to go here in the second. And the Bearcats will inbound to Steph Miller. Miller looks in right side and gets it there to Quillbank. Macy dribbles down in the corner. She's way out on the perimeter with it. They go to Miller now, drop it back to Quillbank. Macy turnaround shot from 14 is no good. Rebounds knocked around. Comes out, and it comes all the way out here to Reinke. Reinke now with Borstead right with her is going to draw a foul on Maddie Borstead. That's going to be 2 on Maddie. So Borstead, Miller, and Peyton Halverson all have 2 personal fouls. And it's going to be 1 of the chance for 2 for the line here for Michaela Reinke.
At the line, shooting for the Vikings, number 20, Michaela Reinke.
Free throws up by Reinke and no good. In and out on the 1-on-1. Rebound comes off to the Bearcats, who still trail here by 6. 4:29 to go here in the second. Pass right side off the hands of Miller. It's stolen. And ending up with it is Reinke. It's going to go down. Pass across the lane. Too far out in front of Kyra Broughton. So turnover each way again. And North Star will have it again, still down 6. 4:29 to go here in the half. Bearcats on the inbounds, and with it is going to be Peyton Halverson. They'll swing it over right side to Miller. Miller, a pass up top to Borstead. Borstead right side, and a pass inside to be off the hands of Maya Halverson and out of bounds. 10 turnovers here against the Bearcats in this first half. And the Vikings will have it again. We're not quite halfway through the second quarter, but the Vikings lead by 6, and they've got the ball. 17-11 lead. And Kindred to the pass right side to Hyatt. Up top of the key, it is worked to Reinke. Down in the corner goes to Broughton, is wide open for 3, and that shot is no good. Rebound, though, is going to be taken down by Reinke. Goes out to Hyatt. Hyatt kicks it to Odegaard. Odegaard looking for some help. Now passes across to Broughton. Left corner is Duchscher. Duchscher trying to pass up top and throws it away. Boy, some uncharacteristic turnovers for both teams here in this first half. 9 turnovers now for Kindred. So 3:43 to go in the second. Again, a chance here for North Star to cut into this 6-point deficit. They're down 17-11 here in the state Class B Girls Basketball Championship in Grand Forks. Bearcats a pass right side to Halverson. Halverson fakes. Now comes up top of the key to Quillbank. Left side Miller wanted a 3, couldn't get it off. And now dribbles into the lane. Gets a pass back up to Borstead. Borstead trying to lob it into Quillbank. She's got it. Shot up the glass. Good. She just got it around Odegaard, the pass. And it makes it 17-13. Vikings lead down to 4. 3:15 to go here in this second quarter. We're half Duchscher now with it for the Vikings. Pass left side to Broughton. Up to Hyatt, top of the key. Hyatt bounce pass right side. And they bring it there to Reinke. Reinke dribbles in the lane. Now goes to Hyatt, a 3 right side. And it's over the basket. No good. Rebounds off a couple of hands, but saved in by the Vikings. They'll go to Hyatt over right side. Hyatt double team. Now goes into the lane. Shot at the glass. Too hard. Rebound to Hyatt. And it is going to be a shot clock violation. Hyatt will have her shot blocked. That's going to be a turnover against Kindred, their 10th. And we're going to get an immediate timeout here. 2:45 to go in the second quarter. 6-point lead has been the biggest lead for Kindred. Bearcats, they had a couple of small leads back early in the first. Here's a pass up the floor, and it's knocked away. It's going to be stolen by the Vikings. Nice pass. What a pass, really, from Duchscher to Reinke, who gets 2 off the turnover. And no more pressure in the backcourt. Bearcats now Miller. Pass up the floor, knocked away again. It's on the floor again. Borstead will come out of there with it. Looks for a long pass to Quillbank, but threw it over her head and out of bounds. This constant pressure starting to bother North Stars. You're hearing here, especially in the last 2 possessions. And Kindred has it again now, leading by 6, back to their biggest lead of the night. 2:10 to go here in this first half. And the Vikings now pass on the right side. Is going to come into Tori Broughton, who's back into the game. Here for the Vikings. Pass left side. Work to Hyatt. Down to the corner now to Maddie Erickson, is back in here for Kindred as well. Hyatt with it, top of the key. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They bring a pass now, and it comes. It's going to go off the Vikings. The pass right side goes off the hands of Reinke and out of bounds. Good defense by North Star. And again, the Bearcats down by 6. Randy Borstel inbound to Miller. And a half-court trap here to pass up the floor. Tipped and almost saved in by Hyatt. But it ends up going out of bounds. And it'll stay Bearcat basketball. Miller now to inbound to Maya Halverson. Maya pass to Quillbank. Macy to Peyton Halverson. Peyton right side to Miller. 1:35 to go here in the half. Miller down to Maya Halverson. Nice pass to Quillbank. Macy's got it. Layup good. Macy Quillbank at 8. 19-15. Vikings lead at 4. Vikings across again now with Hyatt. 1:19 to go here in the second. And Duchscher has it here for the Vikings. Up top of the key to Reinke. Reinke on the high post of the free throw line. They'll go left side. They go to Erickson. She'll try a 3. Shot no good. Rebound tipped to Borstead. So 3 not connecting that time by the Vikings. Bearcats have it again, down 4. 1 minute to go here in the half. Halverson a pass to Miller right side. Miller drives to the free throw line. Looks for the lob to Quillbank. Macy's got it. Is going to try to fake and go around Erickson. Shot though is going to go in off the backboard, and Quillbank's called for a charge. That's the first against Macy. 13 turnovers against North Star. And the Vikings will come in with Kyra Broughton. Kira Broughton will check in. Duchscher will sit down. And the Vikings will throw it in as the inbounds. Are they going to bring in another sub? No, they're going to wait here for a moment. Odegaard's going to check in at the next dead ball. Reinke now coming across here for Kindred. Pass left side to Hyatt. To Reinke. Right side to Torrey Broughton. Cross court to Hyatt. Here's a three, and it's in the hole. 3 threes for Brooke Hyatt. Biggest lead of the night is right now at 22-15 here for Kindred. Bearcats with a chance to respond. Shot clock is off. 25 seconds to go. Steph Miller has had 3-point shots in each of the last 2 games of this tournament. Threes at the buzzer as they try to pull her off a couple of screens. She tries the shot, though the shot actually is going to be now a pass inside, and a foul is going to be called against Kindred. Miller trying to throw it into Quillbank is going to be fouled. And Kindred, the Vikings fans wanted a jump ball, but instead it's going to be Broughton getting her first. And one of the chances for 2 here from the line for Macy Quillbank. Hushley will come in as Miller checks out those 2 fouls. As Odegaard will check back in as a bench hitter for the Vikings. 13.2 seconds to go. Quillbank ready. Her free throw is going to be in and out and back in. Wow. Doesn't get much better than English on that basketball. Just had enough to come back through the hoop for Macy Quillbank. Takes it 22-16. She'll try her second. And her second shot is too hard. Rebounds on the floor. And it's going to be a timeout here called by, we'll keep it right here. As an inbounds pass is going to come to Reinke. Dribbling up against Halverson. And she'll come up across the timeline. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. She gets a screen. Looking to deliver to somebody and pass inside. Thrown over the head of Broughton and out of bounds. Another tough turnover here against Kindred. 1.6 seconds now. And the Bearcats will inbound to Halverson. Is just going to hang on to it and let the clock run out here in this first half. We've reached halftime here in this championship game of the State Class B Girls Basketball Tournament. The Algebrock Farmers. And North Star inbound as a Halverson looks and gets it in here to Miller. And it's going to be the Bearcats with the basketball first as mentioned. Peyton Halverson a pass over right side. Brings it on the wing to Miller. Miller gets the screen. Now tries a screener roll to Quillbank. Macy's got it. Shot at the glass. Good. Macy Quillbank at 11. And right off the bat, the Bearcats convert on their first possession to cut the Viking lead to 4. 22-18. Vikings now the pass right side. And with it is going to be Kira Broughton. Inside goes to Reinke, who puts the ball way too hard off the glass. She was wide open. I think she thought Quillbank was coming in to try for a block. And she tried to adjust and missed it badly. Bearcats have it back down. Borstad with the left side. Up top of the key to Miller. Vikings lead at 4. Right side, Peyton Halverson. Inside, they get it to Quillbank. Macy shot this time is short. Rebound chased down in the corner. And it comes off to Maddie Erickson. So back will come here Kindred. The Vikings have it over right side of Odegaard. To Hyatt, top of the key. Hyatt a pass down to the corner, Erickson. Top of the key to Broughton. Kira Broughton with it left side, driving in and almost carried the ball. Those are the pass though to Reinke. Reinke with a pass top of the key, Erickson. Right side Odegaard, who fakes the 3. Pass left side is going to come up top now to Hyatt. Looks at a long 3. Now drives in, gets a nice pass inside to Odegaard. His shot is no good. Or is that Erickson inside? No, it's Odegaard. Shot will go, but she's fouled. And a foul is going to come to Maya Halverson. That'll be her second. First team foul against North Star. 2 shots to the line here for Jensen Odegaard. Odegaard to shoot 2. She's a 5'10 senior. These Kindred Vikings, first shot is up and no good. Kindred 1 of 4 now for the line as a team tonight. Odegaard's first trip is right here. She'll try another. Try to push the Vikings back to 5. Kindred leading here 22-18. And a second shot is going to also rim out, but the rebound is going to come off. And it comes here, looks like to Reinke, who then is going to be fouled, and a foul is going to be called on Macy Quillbank, who got her second personal. So the Vikings will throw it in as the inbound left corner to Odegaard. Odegaard to pass to Hyatt. Still a 4-point lead for the Vikings, and they do have the ball if there's 2 missed free throws. Erickson out, top of the key to Odegaard, left side Hyatt. Pass down to the corner, goes to Broughton. She'll fake a 3. She'll drive inside, put up a runner over Quillbank. It just about went in, but it's a little too strong. Rebound to Macy Quillbank. Outlet pass is going to come here to Peyton Halverson. Peyton with it up top. Pass right side of Borstad. Bearcats down by 4 and have the ball. Borstad a pass to Maya Halverson, top of the key. Left side of the Peyton Halverson. Peyton to Quillbank up top. Macy left side to Miller. 12 seconds to go. Miller tries to drive inside, cut off easily there by Reinke. Now pass up top to Maya Halverson. to Peyton. 5 seconds of the shot clock, and a pass in to Quillbank is going to draw a foul. Reach-in foul is going to come on Jensen Odegaard, her first. The shot clock here will come for North Star. So in that down to the baseline here with Miller. Pass to the wing to Peyton Halverson. Out of Borstead. Borstead tries to drop it off inside of that pass, knocked away by Odegaard, stolen by Hyatt. Turnover number 14 on the Bearcats. Now stepping up to shoot a three is going to be Reinke. That three is going to be short. Rebounds in the corner to Borstead is going to be fouled. Another foul to Jensen Odegaard, who just got her second. 2 team fouls here against the Vikings. So Kindred still leading 22-18. 5:39 to go here in the third. And the Bearcats inbound here to Peyton Halverson. Brings it back to Borstead. Still this 1-3-1 trapping zone pressure here by Kindred. And Borstead almost turns the ball over. It's going to end up on the floor, a jump ball. And that's going to give it back here to Kindred on a turnover. So Kindred will inbound right at midcourt, still leading by 4 points. 5:29 to go here in the third. As Odegaard sits down, as Ducher will come in here for the Vikings. And we're going to get immediate timeout. It looks like it is. Immediate timeout, 5:20 timeout. Kindred has the basketball, and they lead here again by 4 points. As the Vikings lead by 4, they have it over right side with the ball here high at top of the key. Guarded closely by Borstead. Right side of the Ducher. Up top of the key, it goes to Reinke. Reinke now has the smaller Borstead on her. Brings a pass, though. Still out to Broughton. Broughton drives down to the lane. Gets a nice move. Shot off the glass. Won't go. And a rebound is going to come off to the Bearcats. Maya Halverson gets it to Miller, now to Borstead. Borstead looking down for Quillbank. Can't find her, though, so they'll go right side to Peyton Halverson. Peyton wanted a three, couldn't get it off. Goes to Borstead instead. So Maya Halverson. And now a pass inside, knocked around on the floor. And it's going to come to Hyatt. Hyatt the steal. Down the court goes Reinke. Shot in the lane is up and short. Boy, 3 or 4 layups missed here in this third quarter alone by the Vikings. They still lead by just 4, 22-18. Another opportunity for the Bearcats as Peyton Halverson finds Quillbank down inside of Macy's. Got it again, and it's a 2-point game. Vikings lead 22-20. Down to a 2-point advantage. Their biggest lead was 7. Right side now it is Hyatt. Looks for a screen. Now looks for the pick and roll. Has got it with Reinke. And a pass across the lane is going to be kicked out of bounds to Quillbank. Tori Broughton will come in for the Vikings as Maya Halverson will check out. Kelly Hushley will check in for the Bearcats. Vikings inbound as they look over right side of Ducher, and they bring it to her right wing. She'll fake a three. Drive down to the lane. Quick lane to the basket. Shot is up, though. No good again. Another layup missed here by Kindred. Here in this third quarter. And another chance for the Bearcats. Great drive to the basket there for Ducher, but again, Quillbank didn't go after the ball. She's got 2 fouls, so she kind of held back, and Ducher thought she was going to go for it. Changed her shot unnecessarily. And the Bearcats now with it. Halverson dribbles left side, brings it past the Borstead. And again, can tie or go ahead with a three here of the Bearcats. They get it down to Hushley, is wide open. Kelly, a layup is good. The defense forgot about Kelly Hushley coming into the game. 6-0 run by the Bearcats to start the third. Kindred is yet to score in this third quarter. The pass left side, Ducher, a three, and it's off the front lip of the rim. But the rebound is going to come to Reinke. To Hyatt, here's the three. That's in the hole. And that'll put the Vikings back up by 3, 25-22. There's their first points of the second half. And a dribble up the floor by Peyton Halverson trying to draw a charge was Tori Broughton, but she'll pick up her third personal instead. 3 team fouls here against Kindred. Bearcats will inbound down 3, 3:31 to go here in the third. Bearcats will inbound to Hushley. She's got away on the perimeter, hounded by Hyatt, but hands it off to Peyton Halverson. Halverson dribbles it off her foot, and now it's going to be stolen away by Reinke. Reinke goes in on Borstead. Now pass across the lane. Going to be tipped out of bounds by Peyton Halverson. Good job by Peyton to hustle back after she turned it over. Vikings will keep it, though, up by 3. 3:20 to go here in the third. Vikings look to inbound to Hyatt. Now they get it over to Reinke. Is wide open, but her shot no good. But the rebound is going to be put up by Erickson up and in. And a timeout. As they call their second timeout, they've got 2 left to use. And Borstead with the backcourt to Halverson. Back to Borstead. Looks long for Quillbank. Throws it down. She's got it. Quillbank pass across the lane to Hushley. And Hushley is going to be fouled. And a foul is going to be called on Michaela Reinke. Foul on the arm. That'll be her second. 4 team fouls against Kindred. Kelly Jo Hushley, 2 shots in the line. Kelly left this girls basketball program for A year or two has come back here, though, for a senior season, and her first shot is up and no good. Kelly Hushley, a 5'7" senior, will try her second to try to cut the Viking lead to 4, Hushley's second shot is no good. Rebounds out of bounds. That is going to go off the Vikings and off of Maddie Erickson, who was battling for it there with Steph Miller. A break there for the Bearcats. They'll get it under their hoop of the new shot clock, and 3:01 to go in the third. Bearcats will look for Peyton Halverson. Borstead trying to lob it into Macy. Ball's tipped, but Macy will get it in the left corner. And now she's hounded in the corner. Gets a pass to Peyton, out to Borstead. Borstead looks for the lob, gets a tip, though, and a pass is going to be tipped away by Tori Broughton. Stolen by Broughton, down to Reinke. Reinke, nice pass to Ducher. Excuse me, to Erickson. Now it was Ducher. Makes it back to 7-point lead for the Vikings. As Borstead now pass to the backcourt to Peyton Halverson. To Borstead, all the way down, it comes to Hushley. Kelly in the lane, lost the ball. It's going to be out of bounds. It was tipped out by Erickson. Bearcats will keep it, but they're down by 7. 2:27 to go here. We're going to get a media timeout. 2:27 to go in the third. Kindred back up to their biggest lead of the. All right, folks, here we go now. Bearcats looking inbound. Nice pass to Hushley. Kelly's layup is good. Kelly Hushley getting free underneath the basket. 29-24, Vikings lead down to 5. Hyatt now, a cross-court pass is going to be taken by Broughton. Kira Broughton up top to Reinke. Back to Broughton, left side. To Reinke, bounce pass right side to Hyatt. Has got now Hushley on her. Drives down to the baseline and throws it away. It's going to be saved in from over and back, though, as Reinke does a nice job of that. Gets it to Hyatt. Here's a three, and it's going to be no good, but a foul is going to be called on Peyton Halverson. And a foul is going to be called on the arm on Halverson, and that's going to be 3 shots to the line here. 3, that's right, from the line there by Hyatt. And Bearcats fans not too happy with that call, to say the least, across from us here tonight. First shot by Hyatt is good. 30-24, Vikings lead by 6. Hyatt's second of 3 is good. That'll push it to a 7-point advantage. 31-24 Vikings. Third shot by Hyatt is good. She hits all 3. And it's an 8-point lead for Kindred. 2 minutes to go here, third quarter. Halverson again dribbling up against constant pressure. Almost travels to the backcourt. Now loses the ball. Ducher gets it. Goes to Broughton. Broughton to Reinke. Here's a 3. It's going to be short. Rebound is in the lane to Odegaard, who throws it away. Again, these turnovers so uncharacteristic of both teams here tonight. It is a lot on the line, though, of course, with the State B-Girls Championship. Bearcats are going to inbound to Halverson. Peyton now playing to 3 fouls. And Borsted's going to lose the ball coming up the floor. It's out of bounds. It's going to be another turnover. I've got 20 turnovers in the Bearcats, Mr. T. Is that what you have tonight? Did he trot it up with the stats? Yeah, it's going to be an 8-point lead for the Vikings. They've got it again with 90 seconds to go in the third. Reinke, a pass over right side. And it comes to Kira Broughton. Kira kicks it out to Odegaard, who fumbles the pass. Now gets it up top here to Reinke. Reinke in the corner to Broughton, who's going to travel all the way to the basket. There's another unforced turnover. And another break here for the Bearcats. And the Bearcats will trail by 8. They'll come up the floor and bring it past to Quilvang. Quilvang up top, and he brings it to Halverson, who lost the ball on the floor. Odegaard ends up with it. Pass up will come to Hyatt. Hyatt, pass left side, is going to be worked down in the corner. And it comes to Broughton. Kira Broughton in the lane. Kicks it out to Hyatt. About a long 3. And now pass over right side is going to be a foul called as Borsted's going to get a steal. And it's going to be fouled by Reineke coming up the floor. That's 3 on Reineke. There's another turnover against Kindred. They're 15. So the Bearcats will inbound 56 seconds to go here in the third. Quilvang now has it. Boy, Maya Halverson back to the game is wide open down underneath. Now Hyatt picks her up. Pass to Peyton Halverson. To Miller. Miller drops it off into Quilvang. Macy's got it. Tough shot of the baseline. Goes over the basket. Rebound is on the floor. The foul is going to be called against the Vikings in the chase of the loose ball. It's going to come to Abby Ducher, her third. 16 fouls against Kindred, and they'll put now the Bearcats with the bonus for the rest of the night after North Star inbounds. 36 seconds to go here in the third. Pass is going to come to Miller and throws it off the shoe, and a pass to Halverson. Gets it back. Now Peyton has it, puts up a three. It's going to rim out. Rebound taken down by Reinke. Reinke, a pass up will come to Duchscher. Duchscher in the lane. Tough shot. Too hard up the glass. They could have held it for one shot. They did not. Now the Bearcats can do that. Down 8. And a long pass to Maya Halverson. Maya kicks it to Quilvang. Macy right side of Peyton. Now a pass of the wing to Miller. Lob into Quilvang. Macy's got it. As she gets the pass, she's fouled. Here are 6.1 seconds to go in the third. And the Vikings will inbound here with Erickson. And also coming in is going to be Tori Broughton. As Reinke and Duchscher will sit down. One of the chance for two for the line now here from AC Quilvang, who's 1 of 2 tonight. That has 13 points to lead the team in scoring. First shot is good. They'll make it a 7-point game. The second shot is up by Macy, and that's good. She'll get 2 for the line. As the inbounds will come to Broughton. 4 seconds. Broughton across the timeline. Right side. Leaves a wide open 3. It's on the way. It's too hard. Put up there by Erickson, and that'll end the third quarter. At the end of 3 of the Osnabrück Farmers Club will have a scoreboard 2-26. As the inbounds will come to Peyton Halverson in the backcourt. Macy Quilvang out of the perimeter now. Brings it back left side to Miller. To Maya Halverson, right side to Borstead. Inside to Quilvang, who reaches over a defender to get the ball and then is fouled. And back it into it looks like will be one of the Vikings. Vikings fans want it over the back there, Macy Quilvang. But Odegaard will get her third. In the third, up after 3 quarters, North Star shooting 11 of 21 for 52% for the field. Kindred 11 of 30. As Quilvang's free throw is up, and it is good. It'll make it a 5-point game. As Duchscher is going to check back into the game. And Odegaard is going to come off. 7:49 to go here in the fourth. We'll start looking to cut the lead to 4 points. And a shot is up, and there's going to be a lane violation coming up against Miller. Quilvang made the basket. The lane violation is going to give it back here to Kindred. Now some full court pressure being put on here by the Bearcats. Diamond and 1 style looks like. And it is going to be Hyatt to Reinke. Long pass down to Duchscher. Pass is tipped, but Duchscher's got it and goes right down to Erickson for a basket. Vikings lead now by 7, matching again. Well, their biggest lead, I think, has been 8 now tonight. 34-27. Bearcats with a pass across the timeline to Borstead. Borstead has the ball knocked away. It's on the floor and stolen by Erickson. Long pass down the floor. Who's got it? Her layup is up and good again. And North Star wants a timeout. As a turnover just giving a 9-point lead now to Kindred, their biggest of the night. 7:14 to go in the fourth. Bearcats double up against pressure. Almost a lost basketball there by Miller. But Peyton Halverson will end up with it. Kindred fans wanted to travel, didn't get it. They get it across the timeline to the Bearcats, now to Borstead. Now to Steph Miller. To Borstead. Lob into Quilvang. Macy's got it. Gets around one defender. Shot to the baseline. Won't go. Rebound is going to be a foul called here, though, against the Vikings. And I think they're going to say Hyatt threw an elbow into Steph Miller. And Hyatt's going to be called for her first. And it's going to be one of the chance for 2 here on Steph Miller. Miller's free throw is good. Steph's first point since early in the first quarter. We'll make it an 8-point game here at 36-28. 6:55 to go here in the fourth. Second shot is up, and that is going to roll around and drop in. Miller will get 2. Still a 3-possession leader for Kindred, though, as they dribble up. Long pass down to the baseline. Goes inside to Broughton, who gets the shot up around Maya Halverson and in. Broughton will get her first 2. It's back to a 9-point lead. As Miller across the timeline looking for Maya Halverson now. Floats a pass offside instead to Quilvang. They see with it to Miller. Miller up top of the key. Brings it over right side to Borstead. 6:30 to play in the fourth. Up top now it comes to Peyton Halverson. Right side to Quilvang. Up top to Maya Halverson. Maya right side of Borstead. Lob into Quillbank. Macy's got it. Shot at the glass. Going to roll off. Rebound to Miller is fouled by Hyatt. Big rebound there for Steph Miller. And she can make it a 7-point game again as Hyatt will be called for her second. Double bonus time the rest of the way now for North Star. Only 2 team fouls called against the Bearcats. So shooting foul anyway, similar to shoot 2, and her first is up and good. Outstanding free throw shooting team of the Bearcats overall. They have missed a few tonight. As Huxley will come in as Maya Halverson will check out now for North Star. 38-30, Vikings by 8. And the second shot by Miller is good. She's 4-4 from the line now in this fourth quarter. A 7-point game as a long pass down for the Vikings. It comes to Broughton. Broughton to the right corner. Trapped there, and a timeout's going to be called by Kindred to avoid a turnover. 2-1. Vikings inbound to Hyatt, right wing. Hyatt down, pass up top of the key is going to be taken here by Broughton. Kira Broughton up top, drives down in the lane, looking for a pass, puts up a shot around Quillbank and drops it through. Oh, what a shot for Kira Broughton, and it's 40-31. Talk about an art to get it over the hands of Macy Quillbank, and somehow went in. Now steals the backcourt almost. Getting it up out of bounds. Knocking it out is Reinke. Almost a steal there. 5:41. Vikings still lead by 9. Showing the replay of that shot by Broughton. My goodness. As the Bearcats will curve up now with Borstead against pressure. They have to come up full court again. As Peyton Halverson's going to lob it up across the timeline to Quillbank. Macy, nice pass into Huxley, whose shot is no good. Short. Rebound to Erickson. Now to Dukeshire, is trapped. They brings a pass to the corner. Now they get it right down inside to Broughton, and Broughton's fouled by Huxley going up with 5:20 to go, and the Vikings leading by 9. Kelly Huxley will get her first personal. 14 fouls now against North Star. First shot is up and good. Here by Kira Broughton. So Kira Broughton now 5 points here in this fourth quarter. As Halverson will come in, Huxley will come out. A 10-point lead for the Vikings, now their biggest with 5:20 to play. Second shot by Broughton is up, and it is no good. Rebound tipped by Quillbank, tips it over to Miller. And the Bearcats will get along down the floor. They get it to Borstead. They break pressure. Now Peyton Halverson with it left side. 10-point lead for the Vikings. Just about 5 minutes left to go as Halverson a shot inside blocked. It ends up on the floor. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch they're going to save on the Bearcats. Well, Kindred has it again, and North Star has pulled off any kind of pressure now. They've gone back to their man-to-man. Under 5 to go. Vikings lead by 10 on the pass left side. Dangerous throw by Broughton, stolen by Miller. Miller all the way down, layup good. Big steal there by Steph Miller. It's an 8-point game. As Hyatt will dribble and go left side to Dukeshire. Dukeshire out by the timeline to Reinke. Reinke tries a pass that's tipped. A trap here is set up. And now the ball's on the floor. And ending up with it is going to be Broughton. Is going to be fouled by Peyton Halverson. That's going to be her fourth. And Halverson got her fourth personal. 5 team fouls against the Bearcats. So the Bearcats' best defender has gotten 4 fouls. The Vikings still lead by 8 with 4:31 to go here in the fourth. New shot clock now for Kindred. As ending up with it is going to be Reinke. Reinke top of the key, down in the lane. Shot up around Quillbank is going to be knocked out of bounds. Borstead tried to save it, couldn't. Vikings will keep it with 24 seconds on their shot clock. And inbounding the baseline, here will be Reinke. 4:21 to play now in the fourth. And it inbounds will come up top of the key to Erickson. Erickson to Hyatt. Hyatt brings it over left side and brings it to Broughton. Now to Dukeshire. Dukeshire a pass to Hyatt. 12 seconds on the shot clock. We close it in 4 minutes to go here. Pass inside is going to come, and they get a pass inside to Dukeshire who gets the basket. The 7th grader with a basket to make it a 10-point game once again. Borstead in the backcourt to Halverson. Now to Miller. Miller to Halverson. Right side Borstead. Borstead waits for a setup here. And a pass above the timeline will come to Halverson. 3:45 to play. Pass up top of the key just does come to Borstead. Left side of it, Miller. The lob into Quillbank. Macy back to Miller. Step back. 3 is too hard. Rebound comes to the Vikings. And a pass across the timeline will come to Broughton. Now 3:30 to go, and the Vikings lead by 10. A trap, but Reinke gets a pass left side. Goes to Broughton. Back to Reinke. Reinke steps up on the baseline, flips it to Erickson. On top of the key, and they'll go to Duchscher down right corner. A cross-court pass. It goes to Broughton. She'll throw up a three. It's no good. Rebound comes off to Erickson. It wants to go down to Duchscher. Ball's tipped off the backboard there by Quillbank, and it's stolen. A turnover on Kindred. 3 minutes left to go. Bearcats have it down 10. Halverson to the pass right side of Borstad. The left side with it, Peyton Halverson. Looks in for Quillbank. She's double-teamed. Now to Miller. Miller a three. It's in the hole. Call a three for Steph Miller. Will make it a 7-point game. 2:40 to play. Kindred with it. Pass out to Duchscher. Now with it to Broughton. Broughton in the corner to Erickson. Here's a three. That's going to be just short. Rebound to Borstad. Borstad is going to be tied up. It's a jump ball. They're going to call it. The Vikings have the possession. And we're going to get immediate time. Inbound here, the new shot clock after they got the ball on a jump ball. As the inbounds is going to come right to Duchscher. Left-handed layup is good. Abby Duchscher with 6 points here in the fourth. It's a 9-point game again for the Vikings. 2:19 to go here, fourth quarter. Miller now trapped in the backcourt. Gets a pass to Halverson. Halverson across the timeline. Dribbles through a double team. Looks for Quillbank. Has to go back to Miller. Getting down to the 2-minute marker of the fourth. Borstad to the right side. Up top of the key, Miller. Miller, the lob is going to be coming to Quillbank. Macy's got it. Shot up the glass. Good. That'll make it a 7-point game again. Under 2 to go. And it's going to be Reinke coming across the timeline. Pass to Hyatt. That was the first shot attempt for Quillbank here in the fourth, folks. That shot moments ago. Reinke a pass to the corner that comes to Duchscher. Down to Hyatt. To Erickson. Erickson lobs it in. Got it to Reinke. To Duchscher. Duchscher in the lane. Layup's good again. The 7th grader. Wow, Abby Duchscher makes it a 9-point game with 90 seconds to go. 3-possession lead here for Kindred. As Peyton Halverson is going to be tied up, getting a hand on the basketball was Broughton. Jump ball with 1:23 to go. Duchscher 6 for 9 shooting in this game, we're just told by Mr. Tronset here. 6 for 9 shooting for the game, 4 for 4 here in the fourth. Maya Halverson comes up to help out her teammates. Will hand it here to Miller. 1:15 to go in the fourth. Right side of the Peyton Halverson. Left side Miller. Miller lobs it in to Quillbank. She's got it under the basket. Layup is no good. She gets her own rebound. Shot won't go, but she's fouled with 1:08 to play here in the fourth. So Macy Quillbank with her team down 9 is going to be fouled by Maddie Erickson, who will get her third. 2 shots on the line here for Macy Quillbank. And her first is good. Bearcats now 6 of 7 from the line here in this fourth quarter. They're down 8. It's still a 3-possession lead, though, for Kidder, no matter what happens on the second shot, which is good. Reinke gets the inbounds and gets the pass down to Broughton. Broughton almost carried the ball. She might have actually. The ball went on her hip. No call. Vikings now get it to Hyatt. Is going to be fouled. Foul to give here for the Bearcats, and fouling there is going to be Peyton Halverson. So Peyton's going to foul out of the game as Huxley is going to come in. What a career here for Peyton Halverson. Ending in this championship game, which still might be a positive here. Bearcats still could come back, of course. Reinke now gets the inbounds, goes to Duchscher. Duchscher a pass right side. It's now bonus here for Kindred. 52 seconds. A pass will come to Reinke, who's fouled. Vikings leading 47-40. Is that 6 or 7 fouls? Yeah, it is 7. So it's going to be one of the chats for 2 for the line here now for Michaela Reinke. But again, 52 seconds left to go. A 3-possession lead here for Kindred. Battle of 2 unbeaten teams in the state here. And Reinke's free throw is up, and it is no good. It's short. Rebound. Erickson had it, lost it. It's on the floor. It comes away to Duchscher. And the Vikings will get it out to Broughton is going to be fouled here with 46 seconds left to go. So Borstad will pick up her 4th personal now. Kira Broughton will shoot one of the chance for 2. And her free throw is no good. Rebound taken out by Quillbank. Still a chance here for the Bearcats. They're down 3 possessions, though, and they have 1 timeout left. And a pass left side is going to come. Here it comes to Borstead to Miller, right side. Wants to get a 3 out. Can't find it, though. Goes to Quillbang. Out now to Maya Halverson. Left side, Borstead. He cannot get a shot off. Into Quillbang. Quillbang's foul going to the basket with 27 seconds left. And Macy Quillbang is going to go to the line for 2 shots. Maddie Erickson will get her 4th. And Peyton Halverson has fouled out of the game here for the Bearcats. She fouls out tonight with just 2 points. Did that a few moments ago. Quillbang down to the line for 2 shots. And her first is good. .21 points for Macy Quillbang. 47-41. She can make it a 2-possession game by making her second shot, and it is good. I guess it was 2 possessions either way there, wasn't it? Vikings out of the inbound. They bring it to Reinke. It's fouled by Borstead, and Maddie Borsted's going to foul out of the game. Here, 26.4 seconds left. This will be the regular bonus here for the Vikings, who have missed 2 front ends here so far. They've helped out the Bearcats big time. Maddie Borstead, another senior, falling out of the game here. And coming into the game is going to be Brianna Bowman. We'll check in a 5'3" junior. One of the chance for 2 for Reinke. Her first free throw is no good. Rebound's going to go out of bounds. That even helps the Bearcats even more. Well, 2 Bearcats have fouled out, but they do have the ball. Down by 5 here, 26 seconds left. Inbounds comes to Miller. Miller dribbling up and comes up quickly here against Reinke. Steps back, wants a 3, cannot get it off. Goes to Bowman. Bowman back to Miller, almost lost the ball. It's a loose ball left side. They'll bring it down. A timeout's finally going to be called by the Bearcats. They get it to Quillbang. Basketball in her postgame tonight. North Star inbounds. They get it to Bowman. Bowman to Hushley. Down to Miller. Miller, a forced up 3 is going to be short. Rebound to Quillbang. Was it knocked away? It comes to Dukeshire. 2.7 seconds left, and that's going to do it. Miller just missed a 3-pointer, folks. It was just short. And now Dukeshire to the line to shoot 2 shots. But again, Kindred looking like they're going to win a state girls basketball championship for Class B. And Dukeshire has been the star of the show in this 4th quarter. And again, she's just a 7th grader. Makes her first free throw. That's her 9th point here in this 4th quarter. She has 14 now for the game. Might be foreshadowing a player of the game right there coming up in our post game. Second shot by Dukeshire is good. And the Bearcats will just inbound. Miller will dribble up, and that's going to do it, folks. The Kindred Vikings have won the 2017 State Class B Girls Basketball Tournament Championship as their huge fan base and crowd here tonight rushes the floor right in front of us. As you can hear them, I'm sure.